Now here is the next question. The question is, lengths of the sides of the triangle are indicated here. By applying SSS congruence rule, state which pairs of triangles are congruent. In case of congruent triangles, write the result in symbolic form. Now let's consider the first pair here. So two triangles are given, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So we can write in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Here AB is equal to PQ. AB is equal to PQ and they both are equal to 1.5 centimeters. We can write it here in the bracket, equal to 1.5 centimeters. And then we are having AC is equal to PR and they both are equal to 2.2 centimeters. So we can write it here, AC is equal to PR and this is equal to 2.2 centimeters. And the third one here is BC is equal to QR and they both are equal to 2.5 centimeters. So what we have observed here that three sides or all the three sides of triangle ABC are equal to the corresponding three sides of triangle PQR. Hence by SSS we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So now what we have to do, we have to write the relation in the symbolic form. For that we need correspondence of vertices. Now here AB is equal to PQ. AB is this side and PQ is this one. Now vertex opposite to AB is C. So it means C corresponds to vertex opposite to PQ, that will be R. And the second pair of equal sides is AC is equal to PR. Now vertex opposite to AC is B. So it means B corresponds to vertex opposite to PR and that will be Q. Now we are left with vertex A from triangle ABC, that will be corresponding to the vertex P of triangle PQR. Now this is the correspondence relation between vertices. So therefore now we can write by SSS criteria, we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR because vertex A corresponds to P, B corresponds to Q and C corresponds to R. So it will be triangle PQR. So this will be the congruency relation in symbolic form. So here we got both the triangles are congruent. Now let's check the second pair of triangles. So here triangles are DEF and LMN. So we can write in triangle DEF and triangle LMN. Now here DE is equal to MN. We can write it here, DE is equal to MN and they both are equal to 3.2 centimeters. And then we have EF is equal to LM. EF is equal to LM and they both are equal to 3 centimeters. And the third pair of equal sides is DF is equal to LN. So here also we are getting three of the sides of triangle DEF are correspondingly equal to three sides of triangle LMN. Now here the third side was DF. This DF is equal to LN and they both are equal to 3.5 centimeters. Now we have to write this congruency relation in symbolic form. For that we need the correspondence between vertices. So here DE, this DE is equal to MN, this side. Now vertex opposite to DE is F. So it will be F corresponds to vertex opposite to MN and that will be L. And then we have EF. EF is equal to LM. Here is the LM. Now vertex opposite to EF is D. Therefore D corresponds to vertex opposite to LM, and that will be N. Now we are left with vertex E from triangle DEF. This will be corresponding to the vertex M from triangle LNN. So now in triangle DEF and triangle LMN, these are the three correspondingly equal sides and these are the vertices corresponding to each other. Now, so correspondence relation or the congruency relation can be written in the symbolic form as, we can write it here by SSS criteria, triangle DEF is congruent to triangle D, the vertex D is correspond to N, so it will be N here, then E corresponds to M, it will be NM, and the third one is L. So the relation is triangle DEF is congruent to triangle NML. So this is the congruency relation in symbolic form. So we have to be very careful while writing this relation. We have to check which vertex of one triangle corresponds to the vertex of the second triangle. Now according to that we can write the congruency relation. Now there are two more parts of this question. Now let's check them out. Now let's see the third part of this question. Here two triangles are given, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. We have to tell whether these two triangles are congruent by SSS congruency rule or not. For that rule, all the three sides of first triangle should be correspondingly equal to the three sides of the second triangle. Now from this triangle we can see that AB is 2 centimeters. Now in the second triangle there is no side having the length as 2 centimeters. So we can say that all the three sides of first triangle are not correspondingly equal to the three sides of the second triangle. So it means these two triangles are not congruent. So for the third one we can directly say not congruent. Now let's see the last part of this question. Here two triangles are triangle ABD and triangle ACD. As we can see here, AB is equal to AC, they both are 3.5 centimeters. BD is equal to CD, they both are 2.5 centimeters. And the third side which is equal will be AD is equal to AD, as it is a common side. Now here the three sides of first triangle are correspondingly equal to the three sides of the second triangle. So it means these two triangles are congruent now. So let's write it. So we can write now in triangle ABD and triangle ACD. In triangle ABD, AB is equal to AC. Here we can write AB is equal to AC and they both are equal to 3.5 centimeters. And then we have BD is equal to CD, BD is equal to CD and they both are 2.5 centimeters. And the third side is AD is equal to AD. We can write that these two sides are common sides in both the triangles. Now here the three sides of first triangle are correspondingly equal to the three sides of the second triangle. So it means by SSS criteria we can say these two triangles are congruent. Now we have to write congruency relation in the symbolic form. For that we need the correspondence between vertices. So here AB is equal to AC, that this AB is equal to AC. Now in triangle ABD, vertex opposite to the side AB is D. So it means D vertex of triangle ABD corresponds to D vertex of triangle ACD, because vertex opposite to AC is also D here. So D corresponds to D, and then we have BD is equal to CD. Now vertex corresponding to BD is A and vertex corresponding to CD is A. So it means we can say A corresponds to A, and then we are left with the vertex from first triangle is B and the second triangle is C. So B corresponds to C. Now therefore we can say by SSS triangle ABD is congruent to triangle A corresponds to A. So we will write triangle A, and then we have B here, so it will be C in the second triangle as B corresponds to C, and then we are left with D. So it is triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So this will be the symbolic form of the congruence relation between these two triangles. Now the question is, state the three pairs of equal parts in triangle ABD and triangle ACD or ADC. So here the triangle is ADB and ADC. So we can write it here in triangle ADB and triangle ADC. We are having AB is equal to AC. You can write it here, AB is equal to AC, and it is given in the question. So we will write given in the bracket. And then we have BD is equal to CD. In the reason we can write D is midpoint of BC. Now what do we have? Now we have AD is equal to AD, which is the common side. So now these are the three pairs of equal parts in the triangle ADB and ADC. We can write AD is equal to AD, and the reason we will write common sides. Now what we have to tell in the second question? It is triangle ADB congruent to triangle ADC? And then we have to give reasons. So what do you think about these two triangles now? Are they congruent? Yes, they are congruent. Now how to write congruency relation in symbolic form? What we will do for that, we will check which vertex is corresponding to which vertex of the second triangle. Now see here, in the first triangle ADB, AB is equal to the AC of the second triangle ADC. So AB is equal to AC, and the vertex opposite to AB is D, and the vertex opposite to AC is also D. So it means D corresponds to D. And then we have BD is equal to CD. It means vertex opposite to BD is A, and here vertex opposite to CD is again A. So it means A corresponds to A. Now we are left with B from here and C from the second triangle. So it means now we can write the congruency relation like this. Triangle ADB is congruent to triangle. Instead of A, we'll get A only because A corresponds to A, and then we have D here, so it will be D here as well because D corresponds to D, and then here we have B, so here it will be C because B corresponds to C. So it means now we are having triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC. So it means answer for this question will be yes. Yes, these two triangles are congruent, and for the reason we can write by SSS congruency criteria. Now the third question here is angle B equal to angle C? Now what do you think about these two angles? This angle and this angle. Are they corresponding angles of these congruent triangles? Yes, they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So for the third question, we can directly say angle B is equal to angle C, and in the reason we can write CPCT. CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So answer to this question will also be yes. Yes, angle B is equal to angle C, and the reason is corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now here is the next question. AC is equal to BD. You can see here this side AC is equal to BD, and then it is AD is equal to BC. This AD is given equal to BC. And the question here is, which of the following statements is meaningfully written? So we have to tell among these two statements which one is meaningful. The first one here is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. That is, here is triangle ABC and ABD is this triangle. And the second one is ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. That is, this triangle ABC is congruent to BAD. In both the cases, ABD and BAD, they both are same triangles only. So what we have to check here is, which of the order of vertices is correct. So for that, let's check first which parts are the equal parts in both the triangles. So here, let's consider two triangles. In triangle ABC and triangle, the first triangle here is ABC, and the second triangle we can take it as BAD or BDA, whichever we want. So it will be triangle BAD. Let's take it as BAD for now. Now let's see in these two triangles. It is given AC is equal to BD. So we can write it AC is equal to BD as it is given in the question. So we will write given in the bracket. Now the second thing given is AD is equal to BC. So what we can say, in triangle ABC, BC from this triangle is equal to AD of the second triangle. So we can write it like this, BC is equal to AD. This is also given. Now what else do we have? We have AB is equal to AB. See here, AB is common to both the triangles. The first triangle is like this. This is triangle BAD, and the second triangle is triangle ABC. It is like this. So as we can see here, AB is the common side. So we can write it AB is equal to AB. This is common side. Now for writing congruence relation symbolically, what we need corresponding vertices. So here as we can see, from triangle ABC, AC is equal to BD from triangle BAD. Now see here, AC, this is the AC of triangle ABC. The vertex opposite to AC is vertex B. So it means this vertex B is corresponding to the vertex which is opposite to BD of triangle ABD. So that will be vertex A. So here B corresponds to A, and then we have BC is equal to AD. So what we can say from here, BC, here is the BC. Now vertex opposite to BC from triangle ABC is A. So it means A corresponds to vertex which is opposite to AD, and that will be vertex B from triangle BAD. So it is B here. Now we can see here B corresponds to A corresponds to B, and then we are left with C from here from the first triangle and D from the second triangle. So we can directly write that C corresponds to D. Now while writing the relation, we can write it like this. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle. Now A corresponds to B, as we can see here. So it will be B here, and then we have written B here. It is ABC. So B corresponds to A. So it will be BA, and then we will write D. So the correct relation is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. So it means the second statement here is meaningful. Now by which criteria these two triangles are congruent? We can say it by SSS, that is side, side, side. As we have seen here, all the three sides of triangle ABC are correspondingly equal to all the three sides of triangle BAD. So these two triangles are congruent by SSS congruence criteria. Now this is the last question of this video. The question here is, ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB is equal to AC. As we can see here in the figure, AB is given equal to AC, and then it is given, take a trace copy of triangle ABC and also name it as triangle ABC only. So now we are having two copies of triangle ABC. So it is like this. Now this is the copy of triangle ABC. Now what we have to do, we have to tell three pairs of equal parts in triangle ABC and triangle ACB. So what we are doing actually from here, we can just flip this triangle ABC, this copy. When we will flip it along the point A, we will get this vertex C here. C will come here and B will go there. Now when we will place this triangle, this copy triangle over the original triangle, we are going to get AB is equal to AC and AC is equal to AB and BC is equal to CB. So let's write it here for triangle. We can write it here in triangle ABC and triangle ACB. What we are getting? This AB is equal to AC and what else do we have? We'll have AC is equal to AB and then BC is equal to CB. This is common side and these two were already given to us. Now these are the three pairs of equal parts in triangle ABC and triangle ACB. Now what do you think? Are they congruent? Yes, they are congruent. And what will be the congruency relation in symbolic form? When we were placing this figure, the copy figure of triangle ABC over the triangle ABC only, we got vertex A is overlapped with vertex A and vertex B got overlapped with C and vertex C got overlapped with B. So it means congruence relation can be written like this. It is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ACB. A was overlapped with A, B got overlapped with C and C got overlapped with B. So this is the congruence relation. So it means answer for this question will be yes. Yes, these two triangles are congruent and the congruency relation is also fine. Now the third question here is angle B equal to angle C? Now what do you think about this? Yes, they are equal. So we got angle B is equal to angle C because when we place this copy triangle over the original triangle, vertex C was overlapped with vertex B. It means this angle C is equal to angle B. And we can say this vertex B got overlapped with vertex C, so it means angle B is equal to angle C. And by CPCT also we can say this, that angle ABC is equal to angle ACB. So we can write it by CPCT. And CPCT is corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and we know if two triangles are congruent then their corresponding parts are always equal. So angle B is equal to angle C. Now see here, observe carefully what we have proved here. We had one triangle ABC which was an isosceles triangle with AB is equal to AC, and we have seen that the base angles are equal. That is, this angle here, angle B is equal to angle C. These are known as base angles. So now in this video we have learned one congruency criteria and it was SSS. What does it states? If all the three sides of first triangle are equal to all the three sides, or we can say all the three corresponding sides of the second triangle, then both the triangles are congruent. And we have seen while writing the congruency relation symbolically, we should be very careful while writing the order of vertices. They are very, very important. And we have seen many questions based on this congruency criteria SSS. We have seen how to show two triangles congruent using this criteria, and then we have seen what else we can conclude if two triangles are congruent. That is, we have seen that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So that's all for this session. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos like this.